Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Ars, and I'm here with UDL, which is the United Duo League. I think that's what it's called. United Duo Ultimate Duo League. What the hell? Okay. It's the Ultimate Duo League where I'm on a team with Art Vandal. He keeps changing his name every 2 goddamn seconds, so I don't know what to call him, but I'm just gonna call him Art since that's what I know him by. And basically, first team is A Bug's Life, and I don't know why all these people have these stupid names, but you know what, that's fine. Basically, Victini, Floette, Eternal, what the hell, Floette, Eternal, are you kidding me? Why is that allowed? Healers, Blastoise, Ninetales, Leafeons, I got 50%, Shaman, Fortress, Smeargle, Braviary, Mega Houndoom. So he has a bunch of Sun things. Victini's the Z Captain, and that's scary. So, basically, the idea behind this team was hazard stack and just have walls to be able to switch around all his offense. So the first thing we got is a bulky, speedy Zardex with, originally it was like max attack, almost max speed, the same speed tier, and then the rest in HP. But I realized if he's choice banned to Victini, he completely runs for my team. He's running for the 6 with my woes. So I brought this thing. This thing has enough defense to guaranteed live 2 Jolly Zen Headbutts. I'm pretty sure that was a rule. I might have done for Adamant too, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was just Jolly though. With Dragon Claw, Fairbutts, Roost, DD. This ring can sweep his team pretty, not easily, but it can sweep his team, and it's a pretty big threat to his team, especially since he has Sun, so that powers my Flare Blitz. And then we got Assault Vest spinnylad. This thing is just here to be here. The only reason it's really here is to make sure that hazards don't go up, because he has Fortress and he has Smeargle, and spinnylad can wrap his spell on both of those. I just don't want hazards up on my side. That's all I need. Then we got Stealth Rock, Roman Fairy, Soft Blow, Seismic Toss, Yoko God Form, because Yoko's the best. Now, this thing isn't here to take physical hits, but if it needs to, if he's running some weird physical hero list, which I was a bit scared of, or I need to for some reason take a hit from Zygarde, I can. So I ran max defense, but then I ran max special defense because Yoko's here to take more special hits than physical hits. And yeah, Stealth Rock because he's a Sun team, so he's really weak to it. Then we got George. Now you're like, oh, you're bringing George to a Sun team? Why would you do that? You know why? Because this thing's here only for Zygarde. That's it. That is legit the only thing this thing is here for. Okay, and the Spin Block Blastoise. And Leafeon, I guess, but not as much for Leafeon. But this thing is only here for, and Flamethrower for Fortress, just in case it tries to set hazards on me. But George is here just for Zygarde, because it can beat it 1v1. Max defense, max HP, 8 Spadaf, Foul Play, Flamethrower, Leech Seed, Synthesis. Then we got Elizabeth, the freaking Needle Queen, with some weird EV spread. The speed was to outspeed, I want to say no speed. It was no speed Shaman, because everything else I couldn't really outspeed, so I just outsped no speed Shaman. Toxic Spike, Sludge Wave, Overpower, Ice Beam, Modest, max HP, enough speed, and then defense. Toxic Spikes because I'm trying hazard stack. Sludge Wave, Overpower, and Ice Beam just hit his entire team so freaking hard. And then we got Skarmdon, Akaberry Skarmdon, because this thing was also here just basically, it was here for Shaman, which overall my team isn't that weak to Shaman, but it was mainly here for Shaman, and then here just to set up spikes and be an annoyance, and Akaberry counter just in case Victini gets out of hand. So with that, I'm gonna jump over to battle, and he brings his Mega Houndoom, his Smeargle, his Healisk, his Ninetales, his Zygarde, and his Victini. And when I see this, I'm like, wow, he brought a lot more Sun than I expected, but you know what, that's fine. I'm gonna lead off with my freaking Zard, because I need a Mega Evolve so I can take Choice Bands and Headbutts from Victini if he is running that. So that's what I'm going to do, and he ends up leading off with his Smeargle, and I'm like, perfect, this is completely fine. I'm going to Mega Evolve and Dragon Claw because I don't want this thing getting up hazards. If he Spores me, I can get a chance in Aromatherapy with Blissey. That's fine. Good Dragon Claw, and it brings him down to his Sash, which is very nice, and he is actually going to end up to throw out the Spore, but I'm like, cool, that means I can go out the Hitmontop and get a spin kill if he does stay in. If he does stay in with his Smeargle and set up a hazard, as I do go out the spinnylad, but he actually ends up pulling a nice double out to his Victini, I'm pretty sure, right? No, he ends up pulling a double to his Zygarde, that's what it was. And I'm like, cool, once again, I have switched in this thing. I got Gourgeist, freaking super amazing Gourgeist, so yeah. But he ends up pulling another double out to his Victini. And I'm like, wow, okay, this is pretty bad. Shoot. And I'm pretty sure Oh yeah, I remember what I do. And here I'm like, cool. Charizard's asleep. That's bad. If he throws off a V-Create, I doubt he'd throw off a V-Create. If anything, he'd throw off a Zen Headbutt. But I can't risk George, because if I lose George, Zygarde becomes a huge threat, because it can set up all over Blissey and Scarm. So what I'm going to do is actually switch out the Hitmontop, because I need to figure out what kind of set he is. And if he's Choice Banded Zen Headbutt, then basically he could also be special. So what I wanted to do was I went out to, also I frisked the Life Orb. Yeah, I frisked the Life Orb, and I'm like, okay, wait, he's not Choice Banded, but I still am going to switch out the Hitmontop, because Hitmontop can take any hit, get that Intimidate off. If it goes for Zen Headbutt, that's cool. I can then double out to Zygarde, and I can double out to my Charizard. And if he goes for V-Create, I'm good. If he goes for Psychic, I'm also good, because then I can double out the Blissey. So that's what I'm going to do. I end up switching out the Hitmontop, and he actually ends up to bust out the U-turn. And I'm like, oh, whew, Spinnylad. Spinnylad's too hot. And he takes that Life Orb damage, and now he's going to go out to his Ninetales, I'm pretty sure. Right? Yeah, he ends up going out to his Ninetales, and I'm like, cool. Now I have Blissey, but he could be running like a weird Encore. I don't know if this thing gets Encore, because I know the Alola Ninetales does, but I was like, he could set up a nasty plot. I don't want Blissey to be set up on, so I'm going to stay in an Earthquake, as he ends up doubling out to his Smeargle. I guess predicting Blissey to try to get up hazards, but whatever, I can just EQ and kill it. And now he brings out the big boy threat, which is, in fact, the Houndoom. You've met your doom. And so Hitmontop lives any hit guaranteed. Even modest, max special attack, Fire Blast, Hitmontop lives, and I can close combat, and then if I get the lowest of low rolls, I'm pretty sure I was calculating with Calm too. No, it's called Hitmontop. Yeah, Impish, is this Calm? Yeah, I was calculating with Calm, jeez. I should have been calculating with Sassy. But basically close combat plus the Sun definitely kills him, and if for some reason he lives both of those, I have Sucker Punch to kill him after. So what I'm going to do is close combat as he goes for Fire Blast, and he actually misses it, which is honestly pretty big, because Hitmontop suddenly became like a nice just backup thing for everything. But Spinnylad would have lived any hit and could have gotten off a Sucker Punch on whatever he went out to. Why did I just die at the end of that sentence? But now he's going to go out to his Victini, and now that I know he's physical, because I calced it after he did that damage, and I saw he was max attack Adamant Life Orb, or like the attack raising nature. So I was like, cool, I don't need Skarmory at all. Like, look at his team. Dead. Practically dead. Dead and dead. I don't need Skarm, I'm just going to sack it off. Spinnylad is still nice though. So that's what I'm going to do. I go Skarm on. He ends up busting out the V-Create, and oh my gosh, even with the Akka Berry, it's no use. It's no use! But he's going to be taking the V-Create, the Life Orb damage, and he ends up going for U-turn to get out there. But I'm like, cool, this thing's at 71%, that's perfect. And he actually ends up to go out to his Heliolisk to, Volt Switch again. And I was like, you know what? I could go out to Nidoqueen and just try to get a kill with Earth Power, because I died go Zygarde. Well, I mean, you probably would, but I could also Ice Beam on that. But I was like, you know what? No, I need Rocks, because look at his Rock Weak team, and I need some way to take on Victini. And it shows me Solar Power, and I'm like, cool, I get to go out to Yoko and get up Rocks. That's just freaking fantastic. And I calc some things. He can't, like, physical will do no damage to me, as he busts out the Volt Switch and he's Life Orb again on this thing. But I'm like, cool, I get to bust out the freaking Stealth Rug as he goes out to his Zygarde. But I'm like, no problemo. No problem at all, Sonny. I got Gourgeist in the back. No matter what he is, Gourgeist guaranteed lives 2 hits. Even if he's like a Z move, which I'm pretty sure this wasn't a Z-Mon. Oh yeah, Victini was a Z-Mon. So I'm like, cool. And he's Life Orb on this too. But I'm like, cool, what's he gonna bust out? He ends up busting out the 1,000 Arrows. And I'm like, oh, look at George eat that up. Look at George eat that up. And now I get to go for Leech Seed. If he stays in DDs, that's completely fine with me. If he switches out to something, that's also fine, because I get Ship off. As he goes out to his Ninetales, and I'm like, cool, Sun's going to end this turn, and I'm going to get this Leech Seed off to chip away with the rocks. and I have Yoko in the back, which is perfect. I can just switch out to it. If he doubles, then that might be bad, but you know what's fine. I can just go Blissey. As he ends up, he does pull a double out to his Zygarde. I'm like, no problem at all. Guess what I still got? Guess what I still got in my back pocket? It's your boy George. It's your boy George. So yeah, Yoko comes out, and I'm gonna switch back out to Gourgeist, and he ends up busting out a move I did not expect. And that move is called Soupy Pal. For some reason, not really sure why he went for it. I guess he was thinking, since I've been getting predicted all over, because a lot of people do that. I'll go on a little tangent. A lot of people, once they've been predicted enough, they're like, alright, I've had this, and I'm going to finally make a play. And then on that one turn, your opponent's like, okay, this is the turn he's finally going to make the play, where he makes the wrong thing. But you know what? I have no reason to risk that. And if I keep making the good plays, eventually he'll mess up. So that's exactly what happens here, which is amazing. And I get to fire off another Leech Seed to chip away at whatever he wants to go out to, as he does go out to his Ninetales to get the sun back up. Now that's a bit of a problem, but Victini is pretty low, and I have enough. And Sucker Punch on Hitmontop is going to be huge to pick that thing off if things get bad. But once again, I got Blissey's I can just switch out to, as he pulls another double out to his Heliolisk. I don't know why he doubled to his Heliolisk. I guess he was thinking Aragog? I mean, I guess I can see that. Thinking, oh, I'll go out to Charizard, since you know it's a resist. But who needs a resist when you got Yoko, the fat Spadef wall? As he ends up busting out the Volt Switch, and I can just go for S-Toss. No matter what he goes out to, I'll get some nice chip damage off. If he goes Ninetales, that's cool. If he goes Victini, that'd be great. As he does go Victini, and I'm like, perfect. I put him in range of rocks now, and I can go out to Charizard, because I don't need Zard at this point. I really don't, because Yoko plus Gourgeist wins me this game. So I can go Zard, and no matter what he busts out, Charizard should be able to live too. And he busts out the V-Create, and oh my gosh, that's a 4x resist. What the hell is this busted mod? But now I can burn a sleep turn, as he's more likely to stand, as he does, and he actually busts out the Psychic, which I did not expect, and it does 54%. But Victini's down, and it doesn't matter, because Charizard is in, Charizard is now, Charizard is a god. And he goes out to Heliolisk, and I'm like, cool, guess what I still got in the back? Guess what I still got in the back? Bam! Yoko God Form. Oh my gosh, Yoko's the greatest Pokemon to ever exist. He goes for Hyper Voice. That actually does a lot, but you know what? That's actually nothing though, because Yoko is the king. And I'm gonna be able to soft blow it up on whatever he wants to do. As he goes for the Thunderbolt, hoping for a para or just trying to get off the most damage. He doesn't get a para, and I get the soft blow it up basically back to full, 96%. That's pretty nice. Well, 96% after lefties, which is pretty nice. And he's gonna go out to his Zygarde once again. I'm like, cool. I still got Gourgeist, the god. Still got Gourgeist, the freaking holy lord. Just freaking Gourgeist, get back here, get back on the field. Bam, that's George, that's the King George. And he ends up busting out the superpower again, and I'm like, oh, nah fam, nah, I'm gonna bust out the Leech Seed again. I'm not letting you set up, baby. And he busts out his Ninetales. I'm like, please hit. Nice, get that Leech Seed off. And now that's basically game, because he can't break through George, plus he can't break through George, he just can't. Because I'll be able to Leech Seed him as he goes for Outreach, and that does absolutely nothing. That's George the God. So I'm just going to be able to Leech Seed and Foul Play him off. And so, yeah. Oh my gosh, why is the video lagging out? Don't lag out, please don't. Gonna Foul Play. Ooh, that's some nice damage. And Gourgeist, and he's going to hit himself in Confusion, but you know what? That's fine. Gourgeist, you did great. 5-0 week 1. That's a nice. And I only got up the rocks. If I was able to get up spikes and T-spikes, ooh, that would have been nice. But you know what? Hey, with that, I'm in it here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!